Lions now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Red, black 22!
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Reset, reset, reset!
From the gun on third, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Single receiver. Hey, read the line! Read the line!
It's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Thomas has got it, complete. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Easy.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Breeze now to throw. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready. We ready? 3 down.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cameron Meredith as the first half is winding down, and the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. But there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one. But Mahomes, a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 33. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
We're waiting. Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Got it.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey. Ready? Blue 90. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Split.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow lady. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Easy.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, baby.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Yeah.
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles.
Here we go.
Pretty good deal.
And how about this? Fourth and
12.
long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready. We're waiting. 55. Hey, eat. High four. No, he ain't got it.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go. Pull down. Check three.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Watch out.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Tight left. You got three down. Ready.
On first down, Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Good set.
DJ Reader.
Check.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
21.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey. Ready. Yellow weighty. Hey, two.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown,